Hello everybody, and what is going down? This is Newcon here, and today I'm going to be talking about one of the reasons, or the main reasons, why I'm going to be buying a PS4 and over an Xbox One. To start off with, the features that both of them have are both extremely cool. Like with both of them, you can do the whole streaming with Twitch or streaming online, video recorders, like all that sort of stuff. So I don't really want to dip into too much into the technical aspects of like what you can like the specs of one rather over the other ones, but just a couple of things that I think are really crucial parts in my opinion as to what led for me to decide to buy a PlayStation. I mean a PlayStation 4 rather over an Xbox One. To start off with, I believe that I already have a PlayStation 3. Not that that really swayed my opinion in any way. I just sort of went with the facts that were out there, and just what I've seen from the E3 conference that PlayStation 4 led today was just way better than the conference that Xbox led. And it seems that PlayStation is way more based around games excuse me, rather than based around like an entertainment system. Xbox seemed to be, I know in their E3 conference they did base it all on games, but their original one was all about, I know this stuff is cool and it's new technology and all that sort of thing with the facial recognition and all that sort of thing, but it seems like Xbox is trying to focus on getting new customers and sort of neglecting their original gaming market until now. I mean, it seems alright, but all this stuff like that you have to do with the TV and like all this extra stuff that I don't know, just doesn't really seem like gamers need. Gamers don't really care that much about their fantasy football league or whatever, that sort of thing. Like gamers just want to play games, and it'd be easy for them to play their games, that sort of thing. So the main reasons why I will be choosing a PlayStation 4 over an Xbox One is you can trade in your games and you can sell them. With an Xbox One, they've put something into it that you won't be able to share your games. So once you've bought your game, you sort of use like a CD key or whatever. I'm not sure exactly the system they're going to use yet, but that's what they will be doing. With a PlayStation 4, you can trade your games, you can share your games, you can sell them in, you can buy second-hand games, that sort of thing. I know Xbox is probably going to try and do a sort of Steam game where you can buy stuff online, but it'll be cheaper in the long run. But for now, this sort of system just works way better at the moment, and they shouldn't be. I mean, businesses like in the UK, they have businesses called like CEX. This business just flourishes completely off secondhand games, and Xbox is sort of just, or Microsoft rather. I know I'm saying Xbox, but you know what I mean. Like Microsoft is sort of just trying to shit all over these companies and say like, we don't need these companies. We want to take all the money for ourselves. I'm not sure if this is 100% true, but I saw today you don't need to pay for PlayStation Online, as far as I know. But I wasn't 100% sure whether you have to pay for PlayStation Plus. Well, obviously you have to pay for PlayStation Plus, but you pay a $5 fee a month for PlayStation Plus. But I'm not sure if you can play multiplayer online with the PlayStation Plus. Without the PlayStation Plus. So if you don't pay anything, you can play online. I'm not sure if that's how it works. I think you have to pay the $5 if you want to play online multiplayer, which is kind of shit. But Xbox have already had this system implemented for years, so I assume Sony are just trying to catch up with the competition. And in this case, if they're being charged every month, customers can expect a better service from PlayStation. And some people seem to think that the PlayStation experience online wasn't that good, but for me, I wasn't really bothered. It seemed fine. I really enjoyed it. I mean, the one problem I had was that you can't speak with your friends, and that's obviously being fixed in the PlayStation 4. I mean, I just used Skype when I was playing games or whatever with friends. Moving on to the next one, like I've already said, I think PlayStation is already more game orientated than like the presentation over the Xbox. The Xbox One, you have to have the Kinect connected at all times to be able to play, and you have to connect to the internet once every 24 hours. To some people, this may not seem like a big deal, but it's just another sort of. For me, it just seems like the whole Big Brother's watching you. Like, you constantly have to have the Kinect plugged in, so that camera maybe you can switch it off. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just rumors. But if you always have it on, someone will be able to get through it. And I would not be surprised in the slightest if Microsoft were to sell some sort of rights to allow people to actually view what's going on in these cameras. I know it's illegal, but at the moment, but people can see, but people do it. They still do it. They still hack into your stuff. They still look through your cameras, that sort of thing. So I just think like it's kind of bullshit how they're expecting you to do this, and connecting to the internet every 24 hours just seems stupid. And I mean, Sony pretty much just shit all over Microsoft and said you don't need to connect to the internet every 24 hours, and people just raged. They were like, yeah, that's amazing, sort of thing. You know, they were still happy. You don't need. You can trade and sell your games. That's another amazing feature which PlayStation have done over the Xbox. I know I'm kind of biased here towards the PlayStation, but that's because I know I'm already buying it, and it just seems like they've sort of won this war. Who knows? Maybe time will tell, but to me, it just seems like they've won. The looks, in my opinion, both of them look like shit. But I don't know what they're doing with the whole two-tone matte and shiny sort of like colors. Ugh. And that huge split down the middle of the PlayStation, not the one where the light comes out, but the one like sort of in the middle of the machine sort of thing, like the long one that goes down the whole length of it. I don't really like that, and I don't like how it's like on an angle, but other than that, it seems alright. Like it kind of glows blue, like whole PlayStation thing. Like I think that's pretty cool. Xbox, I don't know, it's just a box, isn't it? It's just a box with a two-tone matte and then a shiny sort of black. It's nothing too special. Controls, I've always preferred the controls over the PlayStation. The PlayStation controls over the Xbox. I don't like the dips in the thumbs, whereas the PlayStation have like curves that come out of the thumb joysticks. The Xbox ones have like dips, which I don't know, they don't really suit my thumbs that well, and I don't find it comfortable to play. I did really enjoy the original Xbox controls, the really big ones that lots of people really hated, but you know, who cares? I really enjoyed them. And now I'm going to move on to some games that I'm really excited about. To be honest, I wasn't... Oh yeah, sorry, I've missed out on a point. I was really... The price. The PlayStation is... Who's messaging me? Sorry, it's a Facebook notification. And that's my phone. I'm really excited about the fact that... I'm sorry, I'm talking in pounds here for those people who don't understand pounds, but the PlayStation will be £80 less than the Xbox, which is surprising because last time the Xbox was cheaper, but you got less. So now the PlayStation is less, but you have to, I assume you have to pay for the Plus to play online, which is fine. You're paying less, but you're still paying online, and even with the Xbox, you still pay online. Although you do get a better service, and they're giving you some games, as there's some deal that they've rolled in there. So a couple of games that I'm really excited for. Assassin's Creed 4, obviously Black Flag. That one's obviously available on both consoles, and it looks really good graphically. The gameplay looks awesome. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened with the presentation, but somehow the game sort of bugged out and it didn't really work properly, and it froze out a lot and kind of looked a bit shitty. But oh well, like you saw the graphics, you got a feel for the gameplay, that sort of thing. Destiny, I know it's done by Bungie, so they sort of will have developers from Halo and Activision. So it kind of, to me, just reminded me of Defiance mixed within Halo. It seems alright. It seems like pretty cool with the whole MMO sort of feel, where you have like like events, like group events that just are world events that you can just run to and destroy this and destroy that, get loot for, that sort of thing. COD Ghosts, obviously Call of Duty. Everyone is excited for Call of Duty. I love the Call of Duty franchise. I haven't played that many, but I played Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and then I've also played Black Ops 2. I did play Black Ops 1, but I didn't really like it. Black Ops 2 was really good, really fun to play. So I'm really excited for COD Ghosts. Infamous The Second Son, oh, that game looks so much fun. I played both of the Infamouses, and I reckon it's going to be such a cool game. Graphically, again, all the graphics on all of the games just look pretty outstanding. And I think this is a new game, The Order 1886. That game looks sweet. It looks sort of like a Van Helsing. We didn't really see the monsters, so I wasn't sure exactly what it was. But it could have been, it was either like a zombie game or like a vampire game with like old school, like, I don't want to say medieval because it's not really medieval, but like it's sort of, to me, it's kind of like steampunk, like old mixed with the new, with where he had like a wooden gun that looked like that sort of time, like vampire time, you know, that sort of thing, mixed in with like new stuff, because he had like lightning coming in a gun. I'll put a video on so you can see it. It just looked fucking badass, to be honest, and it looks sick. And all, I can't remember which ones will be released on the release of the PlayStation 4, but they just looked awesome. Knack, I'm not sure how excited I am about this game. I didn't really see much of it, but it looks pretty cool, so I think I'll probably buy it anyway. The Dark Sorcerer, that game looked pretty funny with the whole trailer and the green screen thing. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I'll put some of the video in the description. Sorry, not in the description. I'll put some of the video in so you guys can see what's going on and like what I mean with the green screen and how they kind of made a joke out of it, and they're kind of like tomorrow, or probably the day you're watching this when it's uploaded, or probably will have gone by the time you've seen it, see this video. Then the trailer obviously would have played, but it just looked pretty funny and that sort of thing. And then the last game that I'm excited to play is Watch Dogs. This sort of seems like GTA, like vigilante. You can you hack into everything with your mobile phone. It just looks sick. Like this guy running around saving his friend, like using a phone, hacking into cameras, hacking into like the power grids, hacking into like statues and stuff that were like moving, like fountains and that sort of thing, hacking into cars, disabling alarms, like everything you can think of. Like it pretty much just seemed like an open world where you can just hack into everything. It just seemed really awesome. So yeah, guys, that's just a couple of things that I'm looking forward to. I just thought I'd let you guys know what's going on, and that I'm excited for the PlayStation 4, and I can't wait for it to come out, and hope you guys are feeling the same thing too. And if you prefer the Xbox over the PS4, please let me know, and I'll be happy to like sort of debate with you guys why I think it's better if this isn't enough of an answer. Obviously, guys, this is my opinion. So if you have I'm sure you guys have different opinions on mine, but like feel free to share them with me. I'm happy to like talk about it in further depth if you guys really want it. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.